Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you about materials and texture in Unreal Engine. So what is material and what is texture? We'll explain it very briefly. So go to the starter content. Here you see a lot of folder. I selected two folder. One is material, one is texture. So let's go inside the texture folder. Now we can see there is a lot of file in here, and every file have red color in the back. So this is called texture. This is basically an image format. So you can see this is image from 2D image, and it's have this size, this format. You can see in detail, and this is texture. You can see the round shape object in the middle of it, and green color inside. If you open it, there is a node base everything. We can see a sphere, apply material, apply here. Now there is a lot of material, there is a base color, there is a normal map, there is other function. So this is the normal map. We use normal map to give depth in our static mesh or any 3D object. So there is a lot of normal map and a lot of other texture. Now if I add a cube in here, and we cannot apply the texture directly in here, it will create a material. Basically a texture is applied by a material. So go to material folder and I apply breathe material, Ctrl Z. So static mesh only use material format to apply it to texture. There is no other way. This is the way. So now I create a material. I can create a material by right clicking and material. You see a function called material, but we cannot create a texture. We can create texture with another software like Photoshop Substance Painter. So from here I just filter material and I just filter texture. So both format showing here. You see you can make difference texture and material. So what is texture? Basically we UV map our model like that and apply on our 3D mesh. It can be model, it can be character. Now we can see Substance Painter. Basically we use a Substance Painter to apply to make texture. So just right click, create a material. I name it mtest. This is for testing purpose only. If I can apply it directly, but if I go inside of the material, there is no node. There is a one blend node, but there is nothing to add with it. Now we can directly add the material to the static mesh, but it will not give any real value or real show. So now we can apply texture on here. So drag and drop the breathe texture. This is the breathe texture. So add it directly, save. Now if I go there, now you can see there is a material apply here. Now also you can show in viewport. This is the material we apply, but there is no depth. You can see there is no depth. To apply depth, we can add normal map. Just drag and drop normal map and add the RGB to normal and save. Now you can see that it give a depth. The previous image have no depth, but this normal map give the depth to the 3D mesh. Now open the texture again. We can add many function in this material. For example, if I press 1 and mouse left button, it will create a constant, and if I give the constant have 0 value and I add with roughness, now see that ball have a very shiny effect on it. And if we look here, yes, we can see there is a shiny effect on it. So we can change the value and give the value to 1. Save. Yes, save. Now we can see there is no shiny effect. It have previously, but now it's have no effect. So material have a lot of functionality, and we can test every and each of functionality. There is a lot of thing we can do with the Unreal Engine material. So duplicate it, and we can apply material different way. We can drag and drop like that. To static mesh will have separate material. It doesn't matter. We can also go inside static mesh and apply material directly to them. It will change from the default. So this is our aircraft carrier. We can see there is default material because we apply it inside. Now we can also apply the material like the cube. Just duplicate it. Yes, we apply different rock material, but you can see both have different material now. Semi static mesh. This is how we can make varieties of our level. Now third texture. So if we go inside, we can see there is only two material, default material which we had previously. If you follow my tutorial, so now if we can add material from here also, drag and drop, it will change the material from here. You can see, but the other two have their own material from the viewport, and we can change whenever we prefer to change. Add another static mesh, and change the scale, make it smaller so we can see. Otherwise our aircraft carrier is a very big static mesh. Add the bots static geometry. So we can apply different material on geometry. We can add different side, separate side material. One side one brick, another side another brick, another side another material. It doesn't matter, but we cannot do same with the static mesh. Now if we select a material and add our bots, it will have default material on all side. We can also change the axis. If we change the scale, it will just adjust. It will adjust. But if we scale the static mesh, the texture will be distorted. It will not look so good. So there is other option also. You can see there is other option. So we can rotate our texture, select the texture, we can rotate it like 45-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 45 again. We can flip U, we can flip V, we can change the scale. There is a lot of function, but usually we use a function like this. So change the UV. If we apply, we see the our UV is distorted. So change the UV again. Now it's very small, so we can change the material like that for our own purposes, whatever we prefer. So there is a lot of function in material. We can use material and make ocean, we can use material and make fire, we can do other stuff. So that is for today's tutorial. Bye everybody.